Welcome back to the Junkman's Adventures. Here we are at the International Motorcycle Show at the IMS Vintage Garage. And some of my bikes, if you've been following me on social media, have been chosen to be shown at this show. And I have them right here. Now, if you're a regular watcher of my videos and have been to my website, you've seen these bikes before. But if you haven't, check out my website at thejunkmanadv.com. And you can see more pictures and all about the build. But we'll start here with my bikes, and we're going to look at all the vintage bikes over here. We're going to start here. We'll start off with my 1974 Kawasaki F9. This bike is an F9 that I've modified. Bought it out of an old motorcycle dealership. It's got a lot of vintage, period correct parts. An exhaust. It's got a bunch of internal modifications, suspension, shocks, and everything. Took me about 6 months to complete. I'm really happy about the bike. You can see all about that on my website. But this is the one I'm most proud of. It's the 1970 first year Big Horn, 350 cc's, 1970. Build date February of 1970. Went all through the bike. I bought this out of the back of an old Kawasaki dealership for $50. Took it all down, piston was stuck, everything. Took it all back, brought it up, and now it's on display for everybody else to see. And if you want to see more pictures of the build, see what it looked like when I started, check out my website at thejunkmanadv.com/barnfresh. This is my barn fresh restoration. But you didn't come here to just see my bikes that are up on the website. Let's go check out some of these other bikes. Now, some of the other bikes presented here are from the American Vintage Racing Association. Different vintage motocrossers, some really neat bikes here. Some rare bikes, and really neat. We got some bikes that we'll go down the line. We'll try to get a picture of each one of them, and I'm going to have a bunch of pictures up on the website all about these bikes and all on the show. So let's take a look at some other bikes down the way. Now again, if you've been to my website, you know I have a lot of bikes. I actually have a TY250 similar to this, only it's the yellow and white version. But it's neat to see one here on display. Working down the line here. Got a CZ, but one of my favorites here that showed up is first year 1973 YZ250, the strap tank. Pretty neat bike to see at the show here. And sitting right next to it, nice example of a KX125. First year, I believe. And again, probably a very well-known bike is a Husqvarna CR400. This is a great example. These are all riders by people in this club, and it's really neat to see these guys go around the track in these. Now we're going to head on over to the garage where they're going to do a little restoration kind of demo and how-to. And as you know, that's what my website's all about, so I'm really interested in seeing this. Looks like they're not doing the demo just yet, but it's kind of neat. Got a nice CB350 high pipe scrambler up on the lift. Looks like they got some carburetors. My favorite subject is tuning and working on carburetors, so I'm really excited to see that. I'm glad they did that. Of course, that's something that a lot of people come to my videos and website to see all about. This is being put on by a local shop in the Denver area called MotoWorks. They do some restorations. They also work on motorbikes. You might want to check out their website. I'll put a link in the description so you can kind of check them out. And you know what? Maybe sometime in the future, maybe I'll visit their shop and maybe we'll do a video because it's really neat what they do at their shop there. And kind of a highlight here is this Mako 501. Mako Braco, as they say. Anyway, it's at the front, at the entrance of the garage. So a pretty neat show. I'm very honored to have my bikes shown here. And I hope you enjoyed this little tour around the vintage area. And later on in the video, we're going to take a look at some of the other manufacturers and just the other goings on here. And I'm going to actually take a look at some bikes, just kind of see. I've been a little out of the loop on what are the modern bikes coming around the pike, and I'm kind of tentatively looking at something to maybe replace my Buell as a commuter kind of bike. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here, just to see what's out there these days. But also, check out my website, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the Facebook page, check me out on Instagram. I'll have way more pictures up on a blog post on my website. And hey, thanks for watching.
The biggest thing we see with our DIY customers is they want to get an old bike, an old Honda CB750, something like that, pull it apart, get it running right, paint the tank black, put a brown seat on it, some brown grips, and we're here to help with all that. Pulling a bike apart, if you've never done it before, it gets way more involved than you'd account for. I'm going to take the carbs off real quick. Can I do those in one day? Have you done carbs before? Yeah, it's going to take you a couple days. But we're happy that we exist to show you how to do these things. You want to come in and take your forks off. The fork seals are leaking. Your bike's 50 years old. Everything's dried out. So, what is it going to take to put it back together? Come to us, we can sit down and talk to you, guide you through the process. The way our operation works, you can just show up anytime, sign a release waiver. Zip ties, those are all things we know about that we can use to kind of put things back together. The saddlebag falls off, we can take it back onto the frame. We can use adhesives and epoxies. We can use the Custodian beds.
Keep it on. We're just going forever. Is it going?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, does it have, let me see something here. Does it have, hello, test, test? It doesn't have an audio monitor, so I assume we're getting something. So if we don't, yeah. All right. Okay. Keep it a fairly tight shot. Just follow me around, but then you can go and get tight shots on different things as I talk, okay? And I can cut it, so, and it's on autofocus, isn't it?
I guess, yeah.
Does it say AF? On the screen, does it say AF?
Yes.
Okay.
So I shouldn't need to mess with it.
No, and don't worry about zooming or any of that stuff, so. All right, test, test. 3, 2, 1.